The Wooden Railway Originals of Thomas and Friends, Episode 145, Carlos's Bright Idea. Roman was still on the island of Sodor, since the Vicarstown bridge has been jammed. He was waiting at the station when Patriot arrived with his passenger train. What a long day it was. And then he saw Roman. Well, hello, Patriot. Long time no see, hasn't it? Who said that? Said Patriot. Then he looked at Roman. Oh, it's you, said Patriot. Then Patriot, you suddenly realized who it was. Roman, said Patriot. It's good to see you. What are you doing here? I came here to visit Thomas the Tank Engine, said Roman. Well, that's great, said Patriot. Sorry I can't chat. I have to go back to the sheds. And Patriot steamed away. The sun began to set, and Roman was still at Vicarstown station waiting for the bridge to be fixed. Only half of the sun was about to set when the station master walked up to him. Roman, he said, Hank has broken down at Marin Station. The driver, you must collect him and bring him and his freight train here. Yes, sir, said Roman. And Roman set it off to find Hank and his freight train. Roman was on the main line, and even with his light on, he knew he had to be very careful. Roman found Hank broken down at Marin Station. Don't you worry there, chap, said Roman. I'll take you to Vicarstown as quickly as possible. Oh, thanks, Buckaroo, said Hank. And Roman went to go find a turntable. Roman then buffered up to Carlos the caboose. Oh, hello there, said Roman. Who are you? My name's Carlos. Carlos the caboose, he said. Well, pleasure to meet you, Carlos, said Roman. But as Roman was coupled up to Hank, he couldn't see ahead. You're gonna have to look out for me, said Roman. Yes, all right, said Hank. Then Roman and Hank set off with Hank's freight train. As Hank and Roman went to croak, Hank called out, "Go faster, Roman." And Roman did. And making good, they were soon working happily together, and making good time. Meanwhile, a green tender engine named Mantis was waiting for his freight train that Hank was going to drop off for him. But there was still no sign of Hank or Roman. "The Vicarstown bridge has been mended, sir," said Mantis. "Great," said the station master. "I sure hope Hank and Roman will make it here in time," said Genty. "Wait. You know Roman?" "Correction. I know Roman." "How unfamiliar," said Mantis. It was over until morning it was over until nearly the sun rose as Hank and Roman kept on chuffing along. James had passed by. Hollywood came back from taking Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat, from taking some passengers to Vicarstown. But as James passed by the freight cars and Carlos the caboose, he saw a green engine. As James saw the green engine, he had a flashback. He thought it was the engine that Edward told him and the rest of the other engines their ghost story 16 years ago. James shuddered. "It's the ghost from Edward's ghost story! I'm getting out of here!" he yelled. Roman was confused. "A ghost engine?" he said. "Oh, don't mind him," said Hank. Thomas told me about the story that Edward told him and the rest of the other engines. After all, there is no such things as ghosts. It's just all silly make-believe." "I see," said Roman. Then, Hank and Roman and saw a switch. It was switched onto a wrong line. The switches had switched to the wrong line, and Hanks and Roman stopped pushing the train. "What's wrong with the switches?" said Roman. "Maybe a passenger train is coming through," said Hank. "I honestly have no idea who's taking it," said Roman. At Vicarstown, Mantis and Genty were, and the station master were feeling very tired, just as Chris had came back from the mainland. they couldn't tell where he was going because their eyes were a bit closed, and the station masters, it was drooling. As soon as the rest of Chris's passengers were on board, Chris set off. Hank and Roman sounded their whistles as loudly as they could, but no one could hear them. Then they suddenly heard Chris's whistle. "Oh no, Chris is coming in with the passenger train on our line," he cried. Suddenly, Carlos had a bright idea. "Use my whistle," he said. "Whistles," said Roman. "From what I've heard on your railway and the mainland railway, cabooses and brake vans don't even have whistles. But seeing if it's your only way of saving us, I guess you could use it." So the conductor went on the other side of Carlos's cab and blew the whistle. Chris didn't care about anything, so he just carried on. Until he suddenly heard a whistle he hadn't heard before. Then he saw Hank. The signalman luckily changed the switch just in time. Hank, Carlos, and Roman sighed of relief. "Alright, let's get our train to Vicarstown," said Hank. And as soon as the signalman changed the switch to Hank's line, Hank and Roman set it off.